the Michael biopic. I haven't watched it yet, but
What?
it has been. It's
Wait, which one?
Don't glaze over that.
the most recent.
Hold on.
Netflix
We
version?
can't just glaze over that. Wait.
I haven't
My
watched it
phone is
yet.
about to ring. Trump about to go hard right now.
I haven't watched it yet only because nothing trumps the OG Jackson vibe.
Oh, yeah.
With my man Jason
Sure.
Weaver.
Yeah.
Right, and there's
Yeah.
nothing. There's nothing new that they give us when they do these Michael Jackson biopics.
Yeah.
They never
Right.
give us no new information. But it has become the highest grossing biopic of all time, bringing in $911 million. Have you guys seen it? Do you guys know what's in that?
I saw it.
I actually went to see it, and I left the movie theater like happy.
Same.
And felt like, damn, I want to be a good person.
Right.
Like, it was just so many misfortune he was going through, what that was perceived, that I was like, damn, I didn't even know. I honestly did not know about the Pepsi Cola situation.
Man. See,
No. So when I was seeing all that, I was like, whoa, is this true? I even Googled it.
Right.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But like I told my daughter, I was like, oh, you want to watch? You should go and watch it. And she loved Michael Jackson. And look, this is a big age difference.
That's what it
Michael
does.
Jackson will never die.
No.
He will never
No.
die. There are babies
People
that
love it.
I was on a dollar van, Flatbush.
Of course.
I was on a dollar
You was
the
the cut.
other day.
Yeah.
And this Black woman was on the phone with her son, who couldn't have been more than like 7 years old, maybe 6 years old. And he was like, are you going to see Michael Jackson? And she was like, no. And he was like, I miss Michael Jackson. And she was like, you don't even know him. And he was like, but I want to be his friend.
Yeah.
Like, children, this man died when I was 13.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
and
Right.
children now in 2026 love Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson will never die.
Yo, let me tell you something. So I haven't seen the biopic. My 2 kids have seen it. My 2 kids, and when we get off camera, I'm going to show y'all a video of my son. My 2 kids have become immense Michael Jackson fans,
Yeah.
right? I get these shirts. Tony from House of Swag always gives me like these shirts for the summer so I can stay fresh. She gave me 2 Michael Jackson t-shirts. My daughter has commandeered those t-shirts. I'm never going to wear those t-shirts. My son is moonwalking in the house. Michael Jackson is so enigmatic for these kids. Like, I was the same way. Like, I remember the Pepsi. Let me tell you something. I was a big Michael Jackson fan when I was a kid, right? I was such a big Michael Jackson fan. When his hair caught on fire because of the Pepsi commercial, I didn't eat that whole day. I cried that whole day. My mother loves to tell the story because she loves to embarrass her son, right?
That's what they do.
But for me at that age, Mike was everything. I had the Thriller jacket and all that, right?
Yeah.
And I thought that it would dissipate. My kids love this man.
Yeah.
And all they know is the movie and the songs. And that's enough to ignite an entire... You're right. Michael Jackson will never die.
Never die.
He's like the quintessential like fabric of what a child wants in like a musical person. Like,
it is.
I think it's so inspirational. Like this year, my daughter learned about Michael Jackson. She did a book report about him and all that. And yeah.
Well, I saw the musical. The musical was crazy.
The musical was dope too.
I
Musical was
definitely
dope.
was really
It
good.
was dope.
Crazy. Musical,
It was
you
dope.
literally are dancing in the aisles like people
For
are
sure.
getting up. It's crazy.
That's
it's
how
crazy.
though. That's why you got to see the movie. Like for cats like us, once again, who were around during that time. You said you loved Michael Jackson. I thought I was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, nah,
If
real
it was
talk.
birthday
Real talk.
parties and all that. I'm like, yo, put Thriller on.
Yeah,
I'm
real talk.
doing the
Real
moves.
talk.
I had the little doll, all that, right?
Right.
So for me, the nostalgia watching the movie was crazy because it was like reliving those things I experienced during my childhood. And to your point, watching his nephew in the role, it was really like watching Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
At times, I forgot I wasn't watching Michael Jackson. The dance moves had down packed, his voice, all of that.
Yeah.
And then like Michael Jackson is transcending generations. Once again, I saw a clip on Instagram, this 1-year-old little boy, they said he was 1. He on the phone. Siri, call Michael Jackson. I want to tell Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. Call. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful because let's not forget how Michael Jackson, his image had been tarnished for all the allegations.
Right.
So for kind of a light to be shed on who he was as a person and how good of a person he was, how genius he was as a creative, you know what I mean? His process of writing songs and directing videos, how he advocated for himself as a businessman and creating an empire on his own. You know, after going up against his father, who was very controlling and abusive as a child, like just showing that dynamic of a boy becoming a man and advocating for himself. I was upset when the movie ended. I was like, damn, I wanted to see more. So I think the film was amazing. Now, your question, what was it the best, you know, of all time? I don't know. That's debatable because
the best biopic.
Yeah, best biopic.
Rushed.
You think it was rushed?
Yeah, because the timeline was just jumping. You're like, how we got
they did. I guess when you're doing film, sometimes you got to fill a lot into a short period of time. That's why I think it's going to be another one, though. I think it's going to be a part two. I think so, the way it ended, and I hear rumblings of that.
Get Elon on
but
the
you know,
phone,
a biopic that slept on, that I think people sleep on, that New Edition movie on BET, the series.
That's what I'm going to ask real quick. What's your favorite biopic?
Ooh, I need some more time. Oh, what's love got to do with it?
Fire. That's a good one.
That's nice.
Fire.
What's yours?
I gotta say, in between, you know, the New Edition joint.
Right.
And just because the way this brother killed it, man, Jamie Foxx and Ray.
Right.
And then, damn, I got three. Denzel and Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
Denzel and Malcolm X. Yeah.
Like, if there is a biopic that embodies the person, it's Denzel and Malcolm X. Like, I left that movie mad. Like, I was upset. Right, so when y'all talk about how you left Michael movie, now you making me want to see it because like that's the note of a good biopic if it elicits that level of emotion. But you're saying it felt rushed too, though, huh?
Only because of the timeline, because so much Michael Jackson have history, and it just felt like it just jumped from like.
Did it go all the way to his death?
No,
that's why I think it's going to be a part two.
Oh,
it's going to be a part two.
Yeah,
it has to be.
It's going to be a part two.
Because I don't know if I'm ready to see that on screen, like his death. I don't know if I want my kids to see that. Like Michael should be like Peter Pan almost, like allow him to be forever young and not have to show
so funny
our kids
because in the movie. He wanted to be Peter Pan.
Right. And I think they may have done that on purpose because I don't want, and I didn't ask my daughter or son about it, but they ain't mentioned it. So I was like, oh, well, maybe they ain't show it. But yeah, if they didn't show it, that's great. I don't want a part two. I don't want them to get to that level because then that'll tarnish how our children view him. And
well, I'm going to tell you this. I get you, but it made $911 million. They doing a part two. Yeah, for sure. They definitely doing a part two.
Rebbie Jackson, LaToya Jackson.
No, they ain't doing none of that. They don't care. Nobody care about that. Jackson.
Yes,
but I want a stop to be put to all of like the stats and like the chatter around like other artists breaking his records. He's dead. So Drake breaking his record doesn't fucking matter. He's dead. You know, nobody should be talking about a record that's been broken by someone who's still alive, right? Like, and then also,
we live in a different
hands
era.
down, I love Beyonce, but she's not more famous than Michael Jackson. Nobody is more famous than Michael.
Your phone about to ring again. The Beehive about to call you.
I'm gonna leave you there.
I think Michael is in a class by himself.
For sure.
And I think that's cool, right? Because others are also, like Whitney, is in a class by herself, right? I don't care who think they could sing. Don't ever compare her to Whitney Houston. Right?
Not at all.
So, and that's fine because in Black art, we have the ability to do that. We have the ability to have definitive artists. Because like, will there ever even be a Prince biopic? Because that's
what I want to see.
You know what I mean?
Not an official one.
Right.
Not
with
the
truth.
right?
Yeah, it ain't gonna have the truth in it, man.
It may, but it's gonna be done by somebody else if they can even get away with it without getting sued.
Right.
Because Prince don't play that.
He ain't play it then. He don't play it now.
Nope.
He ain't playing that.